Hi girls and boys, Mrs. Heck here. I have a special friend with me. And this scarecrow is our idea of what we're going to draw today. So let's get started. We, of course, are going to need a piece of paper. Just like this one would be fine. We're going to hold our paper tall. We will also need a pencil because we always start our drawings with pencils. You're going to need some colored pencils for this drawing, and you may or may not want to use a marker to outline. It can be a permanent marker like a Sharpie, just be careful, they're permanent, or it can be one of your Crayola or other brand of markers that you can outline your scarecrow with. So why don't we get started here? So we are going to start with the letter T in the middle of our paper. So I'm going to draw a giant letter T in the middle of my paper here. At the top of my letter T, I'm going to put a circle. That's going to be for the head. Below the letter T, I'm going to put another line right here. And I'm going to put a square underneath that. That's for your scarecrow's shirt. At the bottom, we're going to put two rectangles. One here for one leg and one here for another leg. So there's all my main shapes for my scarecrow, and now I get to dress them up. So let's stop his shirt from going any further. And we can put some little pieces of straw coming out from his sleeves. We can put some gloves that are kind of drooping down a little bit. Sometimes when they put the gloves on the end of it, if it falls off the paper, it's okay. Let's erase some of this stick here because we can't see the stick through his clothing. So let's get rid of that stick here. And we'll make the bottom part of the stick a little thicker, because it's probably made of wood. We'll have some little grass sticking out over here. I can put some straw at the bottom of his pants. A little straw here. Let's give him a nice hat. So I'm going to give him a nice hat. You can give him any kind of hat that you want. It could be a cowboy hat. It could be a farmer's hat. It could be any kind of hat you want. That looks like a good hat to me. Let's get rid of all the lines we don't need from our hat. Maybe in his hat there's a flower or a feather, or just a strip of material. He might have straw as hair. Let's work on his face. So we'll give him some nice big eyeballs, or she, could be a girl or a boy scarecrow. Let's give him a triangle nose. We'll make believe that nose is stitched on. We'll put some little stitch marks in there, and maybe a nice stitched on smile. We'll put some little happy face there and little stitches all over our smile, so that our scarecrow can hopefully scare the crows away. All right, so let's give our scarecrow, we'll give him a line here in his shirt, and we can put some buttons on it. They could be heart buttons, they could be regular circular buttons. We can give him a pocket, a little V at the bottom, have some straw sticking out of the pocket a little bit. We can put some patches on his clothing. I remember another project we put patches on. Do you? Okay. So let's a couple patches here, like it was old clothes that kind of got ruined and such. We can put a patch on his arm here too. There we go. Some patches all over his clothing. You can even put some patches on his knees, on his bottoms, on his pants or her pants. So we'll dress him up like that. And then if you want, you can even draw a little bird over here. So if I want to draw a little bird, I'm going to draw a little circle with a little moon here. Maybe some tail feathers and a beak. There's my little crow. So I guess this scarecrow is not afraid of, this bird is not afraid of the scarecrow at all. Maybe they're just good friends. Okay, so we can also put some land behind here, and you can draw some pumpkins down here if you want. Remember how to draw pumpkins? Or we can draw some corn stalks. So, and we put some little corn in here, more lines in here, and corn has these big leaves near it. So we can do some corn or some other type of farmers' goods that farmers like to grow. Some big leaves here. Let things fall off the paper. And you can have some fun. It could be a nighttime picture or a daytime picture. When you're all done drawing your picture, you can use a marker if you'd like to outline everything so it looks more finished, just like I'm doing here. And now we can add some more details, like maybe there's a collar. Okay, maybe he has a bow tie on. maybe his shirt is made of like a plaid like texture. Let's crisscross designs on it. Okay, so maybe you only want to outline the clothes. Maybe you want to use different colors and markers to outline. You can do that too. There's my stick. And we'll outline the gloves too. And of course his head. I'm going to outline his head and all his body parts that make him a scarecrow. His happy smile. So you can have some fun decorating your scarecrow any way you'd like. There we go. So there's most of my scarecrow outlined and ready to go for whatever decorations that I would like to add to my scarecrow, whatever extra decorations, and of course coloring. And if you have colored pencils, you can use your colored pencils for coloring. But if you don't have colored pencils, feel free to break out your crayons and color your whole scarecrow with some crayons. Remember, your colored pencils will have to be sharpened in order to use them. Okay? And you use colored pencils just the same way that you use anything else that you are coloring with. Try to color in one direction though, so that you don't get everything looking scribble-scrabbly. Okay? And you can press harder if you need it to be darker, just like crayons, or you can press lighter if you want the color to be a little lighter. You can even mix colors a little bit, although it won't mix like paint will. It certainly will mix enough that you will get to see some other colors peeking through that may make things look darker or lighter or different. So have some fun coloring your scarecrow. I can't wait to see what they're going to look like at the end of this project. Happy drawing, guys!